Hello, beautiful, magical, divine one. Thank you. Thank you for choosing you in this moment. Thank you for answering the call of the now. Because if you clicked on this video and you felt called to click on it, you answered the call of the now. And even still, you get to choose right here, right now, if it is for you. So take a deep breath in and ask yourself the question, is this for me? And see how you feel. See how you feel here, not here. If you feel expanded, excited, ignited, then this is for you. If you feel anxious, restricted, constricted, then it's not. Go place your attention, your focus, your energy in a place that is resonant. Always. Okay. The cards are going to come out. So if this calls to you, then I ask you please to ground yourself in this beautiful magical now with your breath, breathing in through your nose, to capacity, to your heart space, to the source of you, before fully surrendering on each exhale. I'm finding that this is an interesting energy. I feel like things are coming out of shadow. It's not so much, okay, we've got the Tower card, the Strength card, Two of Strength, which is Wands. So we've got the Eight of Wands. We've got the Two of Wands. I'm being told to take two more. Bottom energy. The Ace of Swords, 144. So this is very much, with this Ace of Swords, this is very much a collective thing. It's like, I feel like something, okay, we have the Temperance card and the top card, the Devil. So we've got quite a lot of major arcana here. We've got the Devil, we've got the Temperance, we've got the Tower, and we've got the Strength card. What I'm hearing with the Strength card, see, it's almost like he's been in battle. It's really interesting because the leaves on the tree are red. Okay. This is beautiful. Our frequency and the energy in which we do anything, even if we don't do anything at all, the energy in which we sit in, the focus, the thoughts, perhaps the indifference. Right? But indifference is not love. Indifference is not peace. Three. Indifference is, it's avoidance, it's an excuse, it's a protection mechanism. Right? We shut off, we push away, we become more apathetic to certain things, to certain people, to certain places, to certain situations, right? So with the Strength card, what I'm feeling is that you're being called to not embody like a warrior that is ready to fight. Right? Because when we are in the energy of conflict, of indifference, of anything negative, really, of anything limiting, can you see what it does to the world? Okay, so this energy, this particular, I'm hearing indifference. I'm hearing like it's a self-protection mechanism, but what Source wants you to know is that it's not about protecting yourself. Okay, the Knight of Wisdom, the Knight of Cups. It's not about protecting yourself. Okay, he's wearing armor, he's got a shield, and he's like pushing forward, right? He's forging, he's not following. This is also where we work with our elements. We don't try to force things. We allow things to unfold as they are meant to. When we try and force, when we are watching to see if our creation is, I don't know, achieving something. I'm going to use that, I'm feeling called to use that word here, because your creations do not have to achieve anything other than bringing you bliss when you create them. So this is very much about walking with source, right? Dancing with your reality, dancing with you, but following what feels easy, what feels right, what feels true. Doesn't need to make sense. See, the human wants to forge along. I can't wait. It's over there. I want to go. I want to go now. Right? I don't want to sit here. I don't want to be here. My dreams are there. I know they're there, because the Knight of Cups is very much the dreams coming true card. It's like whatever you imagine is possible. Everything is possible in imagination. It's where it starts. Right? Your imagination is where you create your reality. Where you, how do I say this? Your imagination is where thoughts, right, frequency is eventually placed into the form that you experience in your reality. So if you are fighting and pushing your reality and trying to get to where you want to be because you want to be there now, you being your human, your soul has no, the truth of you is not rushed, the truth of you knows. And if it just idles along, if that's what they feel called to do, they will get exactly, it's not even that they will get to where they're going, what is for them will come to them. So there is no needing to forge, which is interesting because Source does want you to forge and not follow, but Source wants you to flow with your forging, right? It's not a, I don't know what the building things are called, those big tractors, like a digger. It's not something that comes and starts ripping away and pulling the trees and ripping everything away. It's like it sits there and waits for the trees to fall on their own, for everything to happen organically, and then as something happens, it's like, okay, this is my call, right? This is my moment. This is my my cue. Okay, so this is about following the cues coming from your heart, not following the cues coming from your head. With the Strength card, it is very much about stepping into the heart space and getting out of the mind space. Right? Because in the mind space, we can be indifferent. In the mind space, we can allow ourselves to feel frustrated, upset, hurt, scared, frightened. I don't know why frightened is coming through, but I take it how it resonates. Okay, so this thing that is happening collectively, this Ace of Intelligence, this Ace of Swords, it is a new perspective that is coming in. And it's a perspective that activates your power, right? It's like, it is, what I'm feeling here is very much a perspective of oneness. I'm getting huge confirmation there, because what is coming through is that it's not that he's absorbing the power from the book, but he realizes that he is the book, that he doesn't need to have the book around him to access it, to access the magic. Okay, it's like realizing that everything outside of you is you. And that there is nothing that needs to be controlled, right? There is no magic that one needs to use or should use to control, to shift, to change anything other than themselves. So this is very much what I'm feeling where with this Temperance and all of these, I'm going to talk about the Eight of Strength and the Two of Strength in a moment. I just want to talk about what's happening here because it's big, friends. I'm going to pull some clarifiers. We've got the Tower, we've got the Devil, we've got the Temperance. What I'm feeling with this Temperance is it really is a stepping out of the head and a stepping into the heart. And this is what is bringing things into balance, right? Can you see like this figure and this figure? They've both got the curly horns. at this time, there is so much is falling away. So much liberation for you at this time, like liberation for the truth of you. It's like your demons are being put to bed, and not because you're putting them to bed, because you are at a point where they know, where you no longer give your power away to them, where you no longer give them permission to throw you off course, to affect your natural state of being. I'm going to use the word equilibrium here because it's your balance, right? It's not, doesn't have to be, your balance does not have to look like somebody else's balance. It's yours. So you are bringing things into balance at this time, or things are being brought into balance. Your reality is assisting you in a really big way at this moment with the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Wisdom. This is very much like, it's the activation of the heart space. And I feel like this bear, 1111, this bear is the ego, the scared human, the one that wants to control, the one that is in a difficult conversation and gets upset and starts problem solving, fixing, concerning themselves with the thoughts of others, concerning themselves with the actions of others. Take a step away, right? This is all about perspective, friends. It's all about the perspective that you choose to hold. And when we are allowing, and I do feel at this time, I'm going to share a little bit of personal stuff here. I feel in the last 3 to 4 days, my brain has been really, really active, like to the point that I'm like, huh? Like, I know that I can get lost in thought if I allow myself to, if I'm not being conscious. We all can. But this has really felt different. It's really felt like something has been literally like pulling me back. Like I try and switch my brain off. And it's actually, I found it to be a little bit, I'm going to use the word difficult here. Like I can do it, but I've noticed like there's an edge to the thoughts. There's something there that just doesn't feel quite like me. And I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I don't know if you guys have been experiencing this, but I am feeling called to share this. And so it just wants me to take this card. The 5 of Charisma, the 5 of Pentacles. This is big change, right? It's really where we stop worrying. It's like the last parts of the brain, the human, the ego, is fighting really, really hard to stay because it knows. Okay, it can feel the shifts. It knows, it can feel that you are playing in other paradigms that it cannot play in, and it doesn't like it. So if you've been experiencing like a ramping up of thoughts in an overactive mind space, it's like the matrix has gone into overdrive to try and get you to stay. Okay, it's like, imagine that this is perfect actually. I find with little kids, well, my little one, and I know that this is something that all little kids do at some stage in their life, where they really want to avoid going to sleep. So they do everything really slowly, and there's one more time, 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 right? Because they don't want to go there. They want to stay where they are. Okay, babies are very much in the now, or kids, right? They're not conditioned like we are. So, so when I watch this, and I have to see that, there's difficulty. Really, we have to like prepare her. There's last time. There's a lot of preparation that comes into the shift, the changing of activity, or changing from here to go to the bath or go to bed. There is like some preparation, but it's intense, right? The preparation is a little bit intense because they're big feelings. And this is kind of what is happening here, is that your ego knows that you're going somewhere else, but doesn't want to go play in the unknown. I had ringing in my ear this whole message, and it's just stopped. Like everything has just gone quiet. So I feel like this really, for me, this is big confirmation for you. This is the last remnants of your ego fighting, because it doesn't want to go where you are going, or where you, it's not a need, but it is because you're going to go there anyway, right? It's where you came to play. So eventually you need to go there. You can't stay in old earth. So that's what is happening. And for for some of you, it may not be so much in the mind space. It may just be something happening in your reality. But I feel that if this message has found you, there is something that is really trying to, like an anchor that is trying to pull you back. The devil that is trying to entice you and say, no, come play here. It's better here. Here. Like, the misery. You know that you can survive it. Why would you want to leave? Why would you want to go somewhere else where you know nothing, where you don't know what you're going to face? You don't know if you can face it, right? This is the ego trying to keep you small, because it knows that it is actually small, right? Your ego has got a little bit of short man syndrome. No offense, friends. This is just, there are many ways that this could have come through, but your ego does not want to admit that it is not in the driver's seat, that it has actually never been in the driver's seat, and that in the few times that it thought that it actually wasn't driving very well. Like, maybe, I don't know, I think overseas you guys don't have a lot of manual cars, but it's like jerking the clutch. Okay, he didn't do a very good job, but your ego did the perfect job in getting you here, right? So your ego is perfect. But now its perfection is complete, or it's getting to that point, right? Which is not to say that it is going to be not important, right? Inconsequential. You are here having the human experience, but this is ego. This is human. This is old earth, right? And this is you and your sovereignty, you and your heart space, you going, okay, things are ramping up. Hold the pose. All right, quieten the mind. Okay, I'm struggling to quieten the mind. I'm really struggling. Move the body, go for a walk. Crochet, draw, jump up and down, skip down the road. Any type of movement, get whatever out. Move it out of your body. Okay? We as humans have forgotten how to move. We're remembering now. We're remembering more and more. That's why many of us feel called to be outside, because outside is where we feel the most connected to Gaia, to ourselves. We were not designed, we did not come here to sit on the couch and watch TV. We were not designed to just sit. We were designed to move. We were designed to create. Your body is an instrument. If you sit still and you're here, the only instrument that you are using at that time is your imagination to bring in low frequency divine compensation, so that you are reminded that this is not how you came to play, and so that you choose to play in your own way. Like, your own way. Not how anybody tells you to do, not how you think. 9111. So this moment, and I'm going to say moment because there is so much happening up in the skies, right? I think there's the equinox on the 22nd. This message is timeless, but I'm also finding it very interesting that the equinox is on the 22nd. For me, I'm feeling and hearing and getting huge confirmations here that this is a portal, as something, an activation, but there is something, some divine assistance, which is all you, that, and you don't need to know, there's no ritual that you need to do, friends. You can do rituals, but there is no need to do a ritual. right? This is happening organically. So in the same way that things have ramped up, right? Like I said, maybe you're very much in the head, maybe your reality is feeling a little bit intense. This is all by design, and it is the doorway out of duality, right? Because in every single moment that you are facing overthinking, indifference, anything low vibrational, negative, you are going to feel it so strongly. It is going to feel wrong in your body. And if you don't shift it, it's going to sit there. It's going to feel more wrong, 2, 3, 4. And it's going to be density that really, yeah, everything is activated at this time. Every low vibrational choice is just as ramped up as every high vibrational choice. Okay, the low vibrational choices are ramped up because Source wants you to, what's the best way to word this? Source wants you to know that there is nowhere to go. That there's nothing to shift except the conditioning. There is nothing to conquer. There is nothing to master except you, you're human, the old paradigms that you played in, the old ways of thinking. And this is why these strength cards, these 1 cards are out, okay? 8 of strength, the 8 of wands comes after the 7 of wands, right? Which for me is very much the hold the pose card. And can you see? It's like the curtains have been pulled open, right? And everything is being revealed. And it is simply because of you choosing you. You choosing peace. You choosing love. You choosing what calls to you. You choosing not to take the bait. Not to play fight. Again, not to pick up the energy of conflict. Because remembering, friends, that when we are in an energy of conflict, that is what we are creating from. We are creating from that energy. That is our frequency. What will that bring in? More conflict. So this is very much about checking where you are choosing to see things from here or from here. Okay. I did take out a deck to shuffle. Where did I put it? Oh, right here on my lap. I want to pull here on this devil, this temperance, and this tower. Because stuff is coming down. Stuff is really coming down. And it's because you're choosing to no longer hoard your gold. To no longer stay hidden. Right, it's also what I'm feeling and hearing here is, can you see this dragon is sleeping so soundlessly? If you look at the shadow, it's like there's something there. Right, but the dragon knows that there's nothing there. There's nothing hiding in the shadows. There's nothing lurking beneath. There's nothing to fear. This is the big shift that is coming in, and it's a shift that is really going to shift things in your material world. It's impossible for it not to. Because the shifts that you are doing internally at this time, snow, silence, 1 more card. Wildness, electricity. It's like in silence, I'm getting big confirmation here. In silence, you hear the truth. In silence, you hear the whispers of your soul. In silence, you remember the truth of who and what you are, which is consciousness. And you are here to be wild. You're here to be free. You are here to be unlimited, right? Not limited by what other people think. Not limited by what you think. Not limited by what the world thinks or says or does. Your magnetism, can you see? It's like it's coming out of your heart, and it electrifies everything that you create from here. It it's electric. It's something that, like, you know how, well, for me, I find one of the ways that I know Source is giving me confirmations, I get like chills on my body. And sometimes I get like the hairs on my arms and they stand up, like I've kind of like static electricity. Okay. And I feel like this is what is coming through here. It's like you're gonna walk past people and like they're not gonna know what the fuck just walked past them, but like they're gonna feel the electricity of you. Like they're 2, 3, 4, 5. That's what's in my head, and I saw that jumbled up top there. They're not going to be able to explain why, because they're not going to know, but they're going to feel. It's like static electricity. Okay, you in your truth, you as the truth of you, you in your light, you with your open heart space, you flowing from here and not from here, because you can't flow from here. What I'm really being called to say here, friends, is that you are going to be surprised by what you feel called to do when you really listen to the truth of you. I feel like for some of you, it's going to be something that you've never considered doing. 3 of Strength, 3 of Wands. All of this inspired action is being called for you to take at this time, but it's not like you really need to do anything, right? It might be 3 things and it might take place over 3 weeks. It might be 1 thing here, 1 thing there, 1 thing there, and the rest of the time sitting in silence, sitting in stillness, opening the heart space, breathing into the heart space, releasing, alchemizing. I am going to pull an alchemy card. Because I feel like in this Devil, Temperance, Tower combo here, whatever is taking place here, right, whatever is trying to call you out of your zen, and whatever is triggering you, or whether you are allowing yourself to be triggered, is one of the shackles, the chains, the limiting beliefs that you are really holding on to. So let's see. Okay, that one. Oh, and I just see at the bottom here that the 6 of Strength also came through. The 6 of Strength is you. The 6 of Strength is you co-creating with Source, you embodying your divinity, your light, your magic, your inspirations. And by embodying your inspirations, it's like, I feel inspired to do this. I'm going to embody it and I'm going to create it. By embodying, right, we give our bodies permission to do what we are embodying, to do, how do I say this? To do what you feel called to do, right? But fully, not half, not half here, half there, not half in doubt. When you are fully embodied in what you are creating, there is no thought, there is nothing past what you are doing. Okay, so Veneris, big gifts. I'm also really, I'm going to read from the book in a moment, but I'm seeing that all the elements are on this side, and then he's got that in his hand. I feel like, in a way, this is a little bit like an eye. Okay, I don't know why I'm seeing that as an eye, but it's like gentle hands, seeing with your hands, seeing with your body, seeing with your heart. Okay, Venus is also 4, so I feel like this is also very much speaking about the big foundational shifts that have occurred and are occurring. Okay, here we go. Venus, pleasure, eros, beauty. Well, with the arrival of Venus, the senses open as if for the first time. It is the planet of pleasure, of touch, of sensual delight. When Venus is often depicted as romance or eroticism between people, but it can also be experienced as an all-out love affair with Mother Nature herself. Aphrodite emerging from the ocean is a classic example of Venus imagery, as is Cupid with his bow. No matter how old or jaded you are, when this card appears, it's a sign that attraction is at an all-time high. The laboratory is alight with love. You may be in love with the work, with the materials, with another person, or with the world itself. Seeing beauty in small amounts is a sign Venus is in balance, an obligatory reminder that pleasure and pain are usually found intertwined. Go deeper, recall the last piece of art that moved you, revisit it now. To ponder the language of embrace. To get Venus, get physical. Break open your paint set or pick up an old instrument. Get your hands dirty. Don't do it to achieve something, do it for the experience. You'll know when Venus has gone away. The senses lead us towards excessive action, not congruent with our heart. It's likely we'll regret it the next day. I find that really interesting. I'm going to read it again. You'll know when Venus has gone away. Not away, that's why. Sorry. You'll know when Venus has gone awry. The senses lead us towards excessive actions, not congruent with our heart. It's likely we'll regret it the next day. Okay. Only thing I want to say there is you can choose to regret something, or you can choose to just see that the regret is just a sign that maybe you overindulge, but actually you didn't overindulge, because everything is perfect. So that's the one thing I want to say here. Like, even if you go full throttle and you don't listen to the cues, and there is still a lesson to be learned. There is still magic to be found in that experience. I'm just really feeling called to say that, because I feel like for some of you that can be used as an excuse not to try, not to play. I don't want to regret. I don't want to overstep. I don't want to. So what Source wants you to know in this moment, friends, whoever this particular part resonates with, is there is nothing that you can do that is not perfect. Okay, there is actually nothing that you can do that you ever need to regret. Whenever we regret something, it is just a conversation, right? It's just something that we need to pay attention to. Why do we feel this way? Okay. What else? I feel like there is something else here. I'm not sure. Okay, there it is. The Four of Strength. Everything is coming together, friends. And you are so supported at this time. There is nothing to fear. Stop playing in the paradigm of fear. Stop playing in the paradigm of logic. Stop trying to understand. Start doing things that make no sense. Not because it just makes no sense, because you feel called to do it, right? Because it's something that excites you, but something that you maybe don't understand. Like, oh, I've never wanted to do that before. 3, 3, 3, 3. Why would I want to do it now? This is where the magic is, friends. Your heart is more awake than you realize. It is speaking to you. Okay. Have a beautiful, magical now. Thank you for co-creating this message with me. Thank you for all that you are right here, right now. Thank you for all that you are doing. Have a beautiful, beautiful, magical now, friends. Remembering to get moving, to play, to follow where you feel called to create. Even if it's something you've never done before. Have a beautiful now. Bye-bye.